Welcome everyone. English for the real world. The past tense. We have already done the present perfect tense. Now let's focus on the simple past. You heard a few examples of verbs in the simple past tense in the dialogue. For example, so, how was your commute this morning? It only took me 20 minutes to get here. I arrived here at 9 today. The simple past tense is used when both the action and the time are finished. We talked for hours last night. The marketing department developed a new plan last month. We emailed them our resumes last week. He submitted the report on time. We wrapped his present in recycled paper. I dropped the jar on the way to the sink and it shattered. To form a negative sentence or questions in the simple past tense, use did or didn't. We didn't talk at all last night. Did the marketing department develop a new plan? We didn't email them our resumes. Didn't he submit the report on time? You wrapped his present in recycled paper. How resourceful. You dropped the jar? It was an antique. I was at the office while all of you were home. We were awake all night. I wasn't at the office. We weren't at work on time this morning. Was he at school when you were there? Weren't they best friends? They beat our team. They didn't beat our team. He became angry. He didn't become angry. It began to rain yesterday. It didn't begin to rain yesterday. Your dog bit me. Your dog didn't bite me. I have a cut and I bled on my new shirt. I didn't bleed. They brought the sales up. They broadcast the news on the radio. She built the house herself. We bought a new car last month. The police caught the criminals. I chose this company for its reputation. We came home late last night. That coat cost too much. We cut our costs in half. He really dug himself into a hole. You did the right thing. I drew this picture. Do you like it? They drank all of the milk. We drove to California last month. I ate early last night and watched television. The temperature fell during the night. I fed the dog before work. It felt a bit strange in this meeting. They fought during the entire trip. I found the book interesting. We flew to London last night. You forgot my birthday. He finally forgave us after a few hours. It was so cold that the lake froze. It got much warmer last week. They gave you a great gift. She went to Mexico for the training. I grew up near New York. He hung his coat behind the door. We had a great time. They heard the bad news. They held their new baby all the time. You kept the reports in the filing cabinet. I knew her when she worked here. They laid the towels on the beach. She left early yesterday. We let him stay here too long. We lay on the beach all day long. I lost my cell phone. You made the right decision. I think you met my boyfriend. I mistook her for a client, but she's my new manager. We paid too much for that meal. I put it on my credit card. He quit his job yesterday. I rode the subway to work. The telephone rang at 4 in the morning. The sun rose at 6:42 this morning. We ran out of ideas at the meeting. My mother said I should have studied medicine. They saw the plan before we did. He sent me an email, but I haven't opened it. The policeman shot in the air. The boat sank, but the passengers were rescued. She sang at my retirement party. She sat next to me at the meeting. I slept for 8 hours last night. He spoke too long at the ceremony. I spent all of my savings on this present. You stood there in the rain? Someone stole my purse from my office. I went to the gym and swam at lunch. She took a long time to get to work. Who taught you that? I tore up the report. My boss told me to be in early today. We thought you worked in another division. They threw away all of the old files. She understood what I said. That's it. I think this much is enough for this video. I hope you enjoyed. Please do subscribe and share. Thank you so much.